Have you ever asked questions like, where did the 10 tails come from? Why on some planets the tree was withered? If the tree is the 10 tails, this could mean that Juubi is dead. After the chakra fruit is born, it absorbs everything on the planet, including the chakra of the 10 tails itself. Thus, all the trees that were shown to us at this moment were tailed, and this means that there were many Juubis, but they all turned into a dry tree. Let's talk about it. Enjoy watching. We faced the 10 tails like a monster divided into 9 parts, but he is the grain that Kaguya and Isshiki sent to Earth, and this grain turned into a tree, absorbing all living things. However, Kaguya interrupted her chakra absorption. This means that the 10 tails did not suck out all life from the planet and did not create a true divine fruit. So we don't know what would happen to the monster after that. We only know that Kaguya was able to control it, gradually drained the chakra, and created white Zetsu. Why did she do it? Created Zetsu as an army against Otsutsuki, but what are they capable of? They could be defeated by ordinary shinobi. Therefore, against the all-powerful clan, they are nothing. But what are all white Zetsu capable of? They could absorb chakra and use the wood element. Also, they could combine and turn into a much larger being. In Boruto's episodes, when Sasuke was looking for the remnants of Zetsu and destroying them, we were shown another their form. It was stronger than usual and similar to the form of the 10 tails, which was taken by small parts of the beast. And here the question arises, who are the white Zetsu? We know that Isshiki lost to Kaguya, and apparently, all this time he was trying to recover, and that means that Jigen has lived for 1,000 years, since the days of Hagoromo and Homura, and all this time, he couldn't create the divine tree, since he didn't have the 10 tails. However, in Boruto's episodes, he appeared, and the authors through Sasuke Uchiha told us that this 10 tails is much smaller than Kaguya's. He's like a young one. This means that Isshiki created him, so Juubi can be created. But what is needed for this? And what power does the tailed one have? Incredibly powerful chakra, but his most unique ability is to absorb chakra and turn himself into a tree. And this is already similar to the ability of white Zetsu. My point is that when the divine tree appears, it turns all people into white Zetsu, but it looks like bunches hanging on branches. And if you think logically, then from any bunch a seed can appear, which can also turn into a tree. And if you remember the words that I said earlier, that we saw a withered tree on other planets, and the 10 tails is the tree, then you can understand that after the true fruit of the chakra is created, the tree dries up, absorbing everything, including himself. And most likely, the 10 tails cannot be used again. Why else would Otsutsuki abandon all those trees? They were trying so hard to get all of Kaguya's tails to bring back the 10 tails when they had a whole field with the 10 tails, in fact. And even in the dimension where Momoshiki absorbed Naruto's chakra, there was a tree. Then why couldn't this tree be turned into the 10 tails again? Why did they have to take the 9 tails and all the other tails to create a new Biju when they could turn all those trees back into the 10 tails? There is only one answer, Juubi, after he has already given the true fruit of the chakra, cannot be used since it is just a withered tree that has given all its juices to the fruit. That's why Momoshiki talked about the bad harvest. He spoke not only about the fruit of the chakra, but about the harvest. When the tree is planted, he has a guardian, which is needed there for something, most likely in order to collect white Zetsu. And these Zetsu are exactly the crop that is needed to create a new 10 tails. The white Zetsu unite, thereby forming a young Juubi that can be used again on another planet. And Kaguya created Zetsu not as an army, but as a new tailed one. That's why Isshiki started acting after the 4th Shinobi World War, since he gathered all the Zetsu he could. And the seal that the tailed one is under is probably needed in order to turn the white Zetsu into the 10 tails. And this takes time. This is the only possible explanation. Kaguya would not create an army against Otsutsuki, who are many times weaker than them. For her clan, the number of enemies does not matter. She wanted to create a new tailed one, as she knew that her 10 tails would not be able to exist forever. Perhaps she wanted to create not even one, but several Juubis. And the earth was not used to create a chakra fruit, but to create white Zetsu. A minor chakra fruit is a byproduct, since Kaguya already received her power from earth. She, most likely, intended to create many 10 tails to fight against her clan. Or, she herself wanted to become a goddess and single-handedly collect chakra on other planets. She had Hagoromo and Homura who could travel together to other worlds and collect chakra. This is her true plan. This is how she was going to fight against her clan. She wanted to gather chakra herself so that even her clan would eventually be consumed. That is why the authors gave her 2 children, since Otsutsuki always go in pairs. And until Kaguya created a new 10 tails, she didn't tell her children about it. That would explain why Ishiki's tailed is young and small, because there are not so many white Zetsu left. And all this time, after the Fourth World War, Jigen was looking for them. Therefore, the Kara organization appeared, which knew about the tree and how it can be created. We were told from Hashirama's cells, but we were also told that Zetsu had the cells of the first Hokage. But as we know, this is not true, since Zetsu are the people that the tree turned into such creatures. This means that Hashirama has the cells of the tree, so it is possible to use the white Zetsu genes to create the tree. And from whom is the tree created? From the 10 tails. That's why I had the idea that Zetsu's unification is what creates Juubi, and the authors seemed to hint at this from the very beginning. It's just that we had a misunderstanding due to the fact that we only introduced 10 tails, which belonged to Kaguya. However, she did not suck out all the chakra from the planet, just like others did. And then, when we were shown other trees that were just withered, the place where the chakra was sucked out of Naruto, all these were hints of what was happening with Juubi. They simply turn into a tree and then wither, giving all their strength to the creation of the divine fruit. And when we were told that the 10 tails was just a seed, it became obvious what that meant. And if we go back and look at the fact that white Zetsu turned into trees because of Naruto's chakra, we will understand that they are also a seed that can also turn into a tree. However, they are not strong enough to single-handedly become a divine tree, but white Zetsu, like the 10 tails, are capable of draining chakra. And the more they united, the more they lost their minds. And Juubi, as we know, does not have its own consciousness. It's just crazy chakra. In addition, there is another similarity. It is that Juubi itself can be divided into small human forms. This means that in the very genes of the beast there is this form. It's just that he can separate apart from himself. Just like Zetsu could split up and join anything or anyone. So I'm pretty sure Isshiki, in Jigen's body, was gathering Zetsu and merging them. That's why he got tailed. And Kaguya wasn't gathering an army against her clan, she was creating pieces that could be used to make the 10 tails. And perhaps Hagoromo and Hamura were supposed to be her messengers to other planets, where they would do everything that other Otsutsuki do. Since they were her children, it means that they could use karma. It's just a theory, but I think it might be 99% true. And in Boruto anime, it will most likely be revealed to us. The authors did not just show us white Zetsu, and that experiments were carried out on them. So, I have only one question. Why did Hashirama get the power of the tree? Because Kaguya had those genes? Or is it some kind of mutation? I hope you enjoy this video and will put likes and subscribe to the channel. Good luck to all.